Alright, chat, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm in middle of peak roosterfish tying season, so I moved everything over, but I have hundreds of feathers displaced all over the table because I'm in the middle of tying a couple hundred kinky muddlers. But we're going to be doing some fly tying for ourselves because we're going to start going fishing probably next week. Today's the 10th, so maybe even this weekend I might try and get out and do some fishing because we're already at that point in time. Tetsui Yumi, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. Is that Yumi from the Discord, Yumi? But thank you, my friend. Thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime. Round of applause. Very, very kind of you. We have, first off, we have, hi chat. How's it going? I probably gotta start trimming my beard soon. It's, but you can see it's starting to lighten up in color from the sun. I've been sitting out in the sun every day. But, what do you call it? It is about that time where I start going fishing because usually it's like the 12th is when we start expecting fish here locally. 12th or 14th of April, if we look back. Last year we didn't catch a damn thing, but, you know, we got to be hopeful this year, so. What do you call it? Yes, Yumi on Discord. Oh, hey, well, thank you, Yumi. Appreciate that. Very kind of you, my friend. Oh, you got your Regal this weekend, Bob? Very cool. You haven't got a chance to tie with it yet? Break it out. Come on, dude. What are you doing? What, are you painting Necrons over there or something? Should be tying some flies. That's right, I forgive you. But yeah, what do you call it? It's about that time to start going fishing. I've been busy doing this stuff here. So you can see I have working. I just got to finish these tails, which I'm going to do tonight. This will be 60 tan and white. I have 2 odds that I'm working on as well. And I have gray and white. So this is all for these guys going down to Baja. So I'm just trying to get all this stuff done. But that being said, what do you call it? We have some fly time videos and stuff like that, and fishing videos. We're going to start fishing as well. So I've been quite busy, though, trying to get like at least 3, 4, or 5 dozen of these done so I can get the guys started, get them some flies and whatnot. But that being said, we have a couple fly time videos that we're going to be doing. We have the Cowan's bait fish. I had to order hooks, so I finally got a large enough hook so we can tie a big version of that. And we also are going to do the spraying striper box video. I've been a little busy, but I'm going to try and bang 2 videos out this weekend for the channel. So, but yeah, we're going to start fishing and doing all sorts of stuff. So I need to stay on top of it because tying these flies is kind of the utmost priority for me. This is where I make a good amount of money fly tying in this season. So with that being said, we got to go fishing as well. So I'm going to tie a couple flies tonight for the start of striper season. And again, I think it officially starts like the 15th or something, but we catch and release fishing anyway, so you're allowed to target them if you're catch and release, as long as you're handling them properly. But it's about that time. I used to start earlier in the year, but I found the sweet spot was like the 2nd week of April, so it's about time to start going fishing. Let me pull up my chat here. Busy here with a 2-year-old this weekend. Oh, okay. Well, now you got a little bit more. I can forgive you a little bit more. And also, D-Tom, what's going on? How's it going, man? Out of the Texas coast. Hell yeah. I don't know. We're just gonna tie some stuff for the back bays here. I was thinking probably some bucktail deceivers. Those are usually my go-to flies. So we could tie some bucktail deceivers and maybe some different sizes. And maybe some sparser stuff. Like we could also tie some basic flies, like maybe some raised flies variations. I generally fish with what I like to call searching flies, which means flies that are like attractor flies and less imitating specific stuff. I've been having a lot of fun with these jig hooks, so we could try some of these jig hook out as well. I wouldn't mind maybe trying to tie like a modified Whistler. We could tie some Whistler style flies. I would like to cover some larger Whistlers on the channel as well. We've covered the flash tail, the kind of more traditional style. So we multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube. So we have folks watching on Twitch and YouTube. We do have a Discord as well. It's not streaming there, but that's where folks will like post flies and stuff. If you want, there's a link in the description. I don't know if you're in there or not. But we usually take a look at the end of stream. We look and see what people have been tying. They'll post it in the Discord. Okay. So we got a jig hook here. I want to take a look. Do I have any... I want to stay true to the Whistler. I should... Let's take a look. I should have some bead chain somewhere. I'm just going to look around real quick. What's the first fly you put on this sprain? It's usually some sort of bucktail deceiver. Here we go. I do have some bead chains. Usually a bucktail deceiver in like blue or white or something like that, 5-6 inches. Very simple. We did tie a bunch of Cowan's flies though, so we're going to be fishing some Cowan's flies this year and trying some other flies out. It looks kind of like a suitable size. We could go... Is there something a little larger that's not crazy? Nah, it's about the size we're looking for. No, I mean, you can watch on whatever platform you like. So it's just whether if you want to watch on Twitch, you can watch on Twitch. If you watch on YouTube, you can watch on YouTube. I used to watch all live streams on Twitch until YouTube kind of upped their game. And now I tend to watch folks on YouTube more. It's just... Not that I run ads, but on channels that run ads on Twitch, the ads are so bad nowadays. But my stream, you just get like one ad at the start because unfortunately I can't turn off ads. I would if I could. But I don't run ads in the middle, so you get an ad at the start. I don't know what's worse. They're both terrible, but you can watch on Twitch. I don't run ads on Twitch, so either or. I just tend to watch everything on YouTube. I go from watching videos to watching live streams on there now. So it's whatever you enjoy the most or you prefer. I was thinking about having the chat on screen, maybe. But I've done that in the past. I don't know. Reason we weren't doing it is because technically Twitch would ban you if you had YouTube chat on screen. But I think they changed their policies now officially. They were a little jelly. Angler's Dram, what's going on? How's it going? How you doing? So we put a little bead chain eye on there. Let me get the camera lined up for the vertical stream. I forgot for anybody watching on mobile. Let's get our lighting set up nice. I'll adjust my ISO. From auto, it's gonna get dark. Hold on, chat. Looks good, and we'll zoom in a little. Okay. And let me just get everything adjusted because I usually move the vise closer to me. So something like that will work. Just like getting comfortable before. Usually a little process for me when I film. Okay. I like having it at a slight angle. So Whistler. We should do like a flash tail style Whistler with some hackle. That's what I'm thinking. And the Whistler does have lead wire though wrapped behind it, so that is something I forgot about. I think we're out of our larger lead wire, so we could use some of the really thin stuff and just stack it up. We'll wrap a ton of it. Watch it on the big screen in between some dinner and fly tying. Very nice. Very nice. And I think, what do you think, chat? You tell me. You guys want to go with silver or you want to go with pearl for the tail, for a flash tail? Let me find the pearl. What do you guys want? I'll leave it up to you. Essentially, the way the flash tail is going to work, the flash is going to be the longest material. We're going to have like a ton of flash sticking out the back. Then we'll have our hackle We might not even do hackle, but we might do like some stubby hackle. And then we'll have our material tied off, some bucktail collars and whatnot. Palmer some hackle underneath some lead wire. Then we got our whistler. Well, it depends. It's actually earlier in the year before the temperature warms up. It's actually generally fairly clear. Like during the wintertime, the water looks like the Bahamas at times because there's just less plankton in general, less stuff growing. But so it doesn't necessarily, but it is pretty far back, and people are pouring Scott's lawn care all over their lawns, which is washing into the bay, so it might be cloudy. Well, we got silver first from Craggerroll, so let's do silver. Yo, what's going on, Dennis? Let me turn my mic down a little bit because sometimes it peaks when I get too excited. So we'll turn that down. Okay. Yeah, I was fishing the jiggy a lot. The jiggy was really good too, but I generally fish larger flies that are like bucktail deceivers and different stuff like squimpish hollows, just larger flies that push water, similar to like lures that you would use, you know what I mean, in traditional spin fishing, as opposed to tiny like clousers or smaller flies in the springtime. More larger streamers that have action and movement to them is what I usually fish early in the year. Just to make this easier, I'm going to tie it instead of loop it. We'll fold it back, then we can trim it. You can always add more as well. Something like that. Oh. Move that a little, move this a little. Tuning in from Middle Tennessee. Prepping for my first fly fishing trip to Cape Cod in early May. This great channel for tips and patterns. Oh, well, thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. We are kind of just a striper, dude. Luckily, when it comes to striper fly fishing, there's kind of an infinite styles, flies, and there's so much stuff we can do. I don't think we'll ever run out of stuff to talk about or do on this channel, because as long as the striped bass are there, so we'll see. Last year was terrible. Very, very bad. I think a lot of people had issues. I think we're seeing a lack of smaller fish in general, which is not good for the inshore fly fishing. But, you know, fishing is cyclical. I mean, striped bass numbers are down. They are having bad spawns, but we're hoping that, you know, they get a good spawn and better regulations and better bunker regulations and all that will improve striper fishing. But I'll always preach it. You know, do what you can in terms of trying to help support organizations like Stripers Forever, Saltwater Guide Association, so that we have a healthy striped bass fishery. So, and keep fish wet. Don't handle them a lot for photos. Put them back. You know what I mean? Let them recuperate a little. Didn't bring the fly rod, but I had a really solid bite in Raritan Sunday night. I heard New Jersey and I heard Western Long Island's doing pretty good. So I know Zeke was going to go out fishing. I don't know how he made out, but I think I'll probably go tomorrow if it's not too bad. So it's been somewhat sunny and stuff. It's like raining right now a little bit, so we'll see. Hopefully it's not raining tomorrow, but I stream on Saturday nights, so I'm going to stream on Mike Rolls Dice, but maybe I'll go fishing earlier. I have to see what the tide's like. I guess the tide's really the most important thing for this specific area where I'm fishing. Yo, what's going on, Frankenstein? And also, how's it going, Nicholas? What is the fly spacing on a dropper rig with a flat wane and worm? You mean like a worm fly or a shrimp fly? Generally a foot and a half. I think Abrams talks about it. If you have Abrams Striper Moon, you can what do you call it? You'll see. I just realized the camera's being blocked. Let me move it over a little. Heard there was heard that area was doing well. Saw some nice fish on social media. Good old social media fishing. Yep, it's definitely, I think it's coming our way out east here, so. Fishing Little Neck and Manhasset, yeah. So that should be what the case. We should, honestly, I should start catching fish here in the next couple of days by my house, and I'm pretty far out east, so. Very far out east. All right. We have our flash tail for our whistler, which is looking nice. We can kind of have fun and do this a couple different ways. Do we want to use hackle? The thing is, we really want this flash tail to be the star of the show. So I think what we'll do is maybe take like, I want something to create a light veil around it to help stop from fouling. One thing we could do is take a little bit of liquid fusion and just apply that here, which honestly I think I might just do now anyways. Taking a book out of like Henry Cowan's, you know what I mean, or something. Yo, Gene, what's going on? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I got to get to the post office too. I'm gonna ship out the other giveaway stuff here, so I had to wrap up some other flies and whatnot. Let's apply a little liquid fusion here. Okay. Now, I think some marabou would be nice, honestly. We could take some marabou, do a light marabou collar. The marabou will move nice with it. I put some liquid fusion on there so it shouldn't foul as easy. So we should be okay. First bass of the year was 36 inches. Well, that's the thing. It seems like I personally have not been catching any fish that are 8 to 18 inches or something, or 20 something. It's all like 25 to like 30 something inch fish, which is fantastic for fishing, but there's clearly just a lack of like smaller fish in general. So I'm hoping that what I see is a lot of like 20 inch, 22 inch, a lot of 18 inch fish, because it seems like we're having a lack of those fish in general. We're seeing a lot of like, every fish I caught was like near slot size last year, you know. The smallest was like 25 inches. Previously we would get tons and tons and tons of bass throughout the year that are all sorts of sizes, you know. So it's good. We're seeing a lot of big fish, which is great. But so that's probably going to be the case. We're probably going to see a lot of, for the next couple of years, a lot of fish that are from like the 25 to 35 inch range, 36, you know. What I'm really hoping to see is the small boys, the small little ones. Do you FW shower beers? Is that what? I don't do shower beers, if that's what you're asking. No. I had an ex-girlfriend that would do that, though. What's going on, Camel Eggs? How you doing? Oh, we got our Gamba Animal Battle Revolt Simulator music. Let's switch this up. Shower beers before work is the best. Hey, you're supposed to be staying out of trouble. Don't be shower beering it before work. Come on now. What's going on, dude? How's it going? Good old shower beers. Alright, we're gonna move this over. Get some marabou. So I just kind of wanted a pretty nice, like a light veil of marabou around the whole thing. What happened to the, here we go. This pack, this is the, like, Spirit UV marabou or something. I'm unemployed. Oh, you're unemployed currently, so it's okay. Very nice, very nice. Ali Zerk, if you could, unfortunately, I don't, what do you call it? You gotta keep it to English, unfortunately. I'm gonna not time you out, but delete the message or whatever, but English only, unfortunately, because I just don't have moderators that can, we just don't know what you're saying. Thank you. Just because unfortunately I can't moderate if I don't know what you're saying, but I hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. I don't even think I have actual YouTube mod. But we don't need. I don't even. I barely have Twitch mods. It's more so a formality. Yo, Paul Bridgers, what's going on? How's it going? Just because I can't understand what you're saying, that's all. I'm assuming it's either... It looks like Russian, though. But you doing some fly fishing over there, or what? We'll spread our marabou around. Okay. Looking pretty good. Again, I don't want it to be too... I kind of like keeping it somewhat sparse. You know what I mean? Use my thumbnail here. Gonna spread this around. Now, the question is, what sort of colors are we going to be using, chat? I'll be here mod for only 3 hours. I don't need you, mall dropper. Mr. Googly Eye in the house, huh? Is Mike Ross still on vacation? Something like that. Really, we just don't have the funds for Mike Ross. He's too expensive. He was asking for like $3 an hour. I've been giving him 50 cents to just do the what do you call it? To like sweep the leaves. You know, just to keep him out of here. All right. So what sort of colors do you think we should use, chat? We have white. I'm going to use bucktail. So we'll tie like a bucktail collar or two on this side to help flip it over. Maybe a very light white bucktail collar, but give me some color combinations. Give me 2 colors that you think. We'll start off with a lighter color, and then we'll have a darker color. And the other thing is we're going to palmer some marabou. So I guess before we even forget, let me start working on the little lead while you guys figure out what colors we should tie on here. You do want to go after some striped bass this year? Hell yeah, dude. Come on down. Yeah, this was... Last year, I did not catch a lot of striped bass. If it wasn't for the albies, man, oof, we would have been in trouble. Thank God for the albies. I tell ya. So normally I'd be using 0.035 diameter lead wire, but I don't have that, so we're using some really small stuff, but we're just going to wrap a ton of it. That should be good. It's about a full wrap of lead. Do you like the classic red, white with red head? That's what I did for the tutorial, but we're going to do like a more traditional sort of two-tone. Honestly, the red and white's like one of my favorite altogether. It's so freaking good. So good. Red and white, yellow, olive. Smack that like. Thank you, Gene. Ooh, Capone Go Buckeyes. Thank you for the 12 months with the Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. Did you change your name, Capone? Or did you, is this just been a long time? Thank you, my friend. Very, very kind. Let's get some LI Flies hearts if you're on Twitch, or some Albi emotes if you're on YouTube. Thank you very much from Russia. Oh, how do you say, is it Das Vidanya? Is that? I don't know. I don't know a lot of Russian, unfortunately. I know most of my Russian is from Escape from Tarkov. Suka, suka! Is them cursing. But welcome, welcome. You do any fly fishing over there? I know Russia, Kamchatka, for instance, is one of the, like, some of the best fly fishing. For Pacific salmon. Arctic char and all that. Just been a while. Work hours, switch it up. Well, thank you, Capone. Appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. It must be a while then. So get some LI flies hard. So yeah, thank you, Crag Roll. Well, what do you call it? We stream every Friday night. So what do you call it? We're probably going to be doing some random fishing streams starting the season as well. I think I can restream on mobile to YouTube and Twitch, but we'll figure it out. Worst case, we'll do one to Twitch, one to YouTube every once in a while. We're not going to be streaming fishing every day and stuff, but we're definitely going to do some dedicated fishing streams on mobile. So, but yeah, every Friday night fly tying, and last Friday of the month giveaway on Twitch as usual. So, but thank you, my friend, appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, Paul. By the way, and okay, so what did I see though? I saw yellow and olive. I like that. We'll go with yellow and olive. And Zeke, what's going on, Zeke? How'd you make out, man? I know you said you were going fishing. How'd you do? All right, we got to grab the bucktail box. I just can't even go through it. There's just so much. There's just too much. I have to throw probably half of these out, by the way. There's just way too much. It's close to weighing like 20, 30 pounds, I feel like, a bucktail. There's just so much. So we got to find some olive bucktail and some yellow. Let's see. I think I'm actually like out of yellow, but we have some fluorescent chartreuse that is borderline yellow. That should work. That's actually some nice olive. We'll wrap that up. So there's an olive. No, a lot of chartreuse. I gotta throw half these out, dude. Half of these are junk. There we go. Half of these are junk. Oh. God, that's heavy. Holy hell. Filled to the brim with bucktail. You never went? Never went busy for a trip? Gotcha. Well, I'm going soon. How yellow is the yellow you've got? I was thinking olive over yellow. It's yellow. This is straight up yellow. We did find some actual yellow. Yeah, it's kind of a classic color combination. So what we'll do is we'll do a little white for the belly. I'm actually starting to run low on the, like, remember I bought, like, I think it was 24 bucktails from that with the help of one of the local tackle shops that I've been tying for, which I'm doing the spring flies for them now too. I'm running low because half of them were kind of junk, so I'm kind of getting down to the junk ones now. So we could just tie the material on top, but I'm going to do a little bit of white on the belly. Just because. What I'll do is I'll split it up into 2 ties as well, and we'll just keep it very sparse. Because we'll do a little white to start. That's also what's going on with our tunes here. We reach the end of the line, or what? No, we got more. Now we can do some yellow. What's everyone's favorite colors for the start of the spring season? and say what type of fishing you're doing, because I'm acting like everybody's striper fishing, but we have folks from all over the country that fish here, so. Now this section I am going to keep longer. Again, though, I do want to keep it somewhat sparse, but this bucktail will help flip over the fly in general. Mine's a all pink or a pink over white, and then blue, pink, and white, or olive, yellow, and white, usually. Those are like the three colors I fish the most. Blue, pink, and white, I think I said. Yeah. I said that. Now we'll move forward a little. We'll put a little super glue on here, make sure it's durable, because we got some new super glue. Hey Vasquez, what's going on? You got pink in South Texas coast? Very nice. I'm glad pink is a preferred color all around. It's always been my favorite color for albies, stripers, everything. I think it just works for everything. Because it's a vibrant, lighter color that works well in kind of muddy colors, or lighter, even clear crystal color, clear waters. It's more so whether you have a light colored lure or fly or a dark colored lure or fly, and it's whether it's light or dark out. Generally, that's kind of my preferred thing, particularly for striped bass. But if it's cloudy and overcast, we'll switch to like darker colored flies because they stick out better against the overcast clouds that the fish are seeing the fly from underneath. Gonna fish the crazy menhaden flatwing first cast, green, yellow, pink. I saw we're gonna take a look at the flies. Your flatwings, your bunkers and your flatwings and hollow flies look sick, and the muddlers. But we'll take a look at the Discord. I think UB has been posting on everything. Yeah, chartreuse and white, that's a classic. I used to like always fish chartreuse and white, but I started branching out at some point. I think I overfished chartreuse and white when I was a kid. Like every clouser I ever tied was chartreuse and white. Like if I tied a clouser, it was chartreuse and white. I was like only tying chartreuse and white clousers. It was so funny. We could probably fit, because we do want to do our palmered collar, but we could probably fit one more light bucktail tie. Maybe go with an even darker color, or maybe just more olive, honestly. Because we're going to palmer some hackle here, right in front of it. Oh, I know what we can do. Let's take the kind of darker olive bucktail mixed with the back. That's always nice. It sucks because I hate throwing out bucktails, right? Because you can use all this material. Like this is a great brown bucktail right here. The backside of the hair. You know what I mean? It's not like hollow quality, but you can use it for all sorts of stuff. So I hate throwing it away, but I just end up always having so many bucktails, used ones and everything. I'm like, dude, I got to get rid of these things. That being said, maybe I should start cutting all the hair off and making dubbing brushes or something wild. You know what I mean? Making like some sort of thing you can palmer and like trim or something. I don't know. I got to figure out some way of stop wasting the backside of the deer hair. I just always have too much of it. But you could totally do stuff with that. Olive and white, pink and white, yep. Dark brown is your go-to for smallmouth. Nice. Yo, what's going on, Jin? You made it early enough, man. That's all. As long as you show up every once in a while, that's I'm always appreciative. How's it going, dude? Chartreuse and white, blue and white, all white with peacock. Ooh, nice. Yeah. James River tributary stripers. Very cool. I like it. I'm always open for donation, but it does work for dubbing. I'm always open for donation, but it does work. Oh, okay. Gotcha. You're always open for donations. Well, if you want all the old bucktails, you can, you know, you can have them. All right. Let's wrap some hackle. What color should we go with? We could do grizzly. Actually, grizzly's probably the way to go, huh? We could do grizzly. We could do... I have yellow, white, olive, grizzly. I have random colors. We could just do a random color. What do you guys think? I think grizzly's probably the way to, like, wrap it up. Like a white one. I guess a white collar. Or maybe a red collar. Excuse me. Yeah, grizzly 100%. Alright, we'll do the grizz. Grizz it is. Grizz it up. Grizzle. Grizzle it is. And we're going to go with a beefy hackle. The beef. Where's the beef? Yeah, so I think I'm going to do a video on, like, my fly box for the spring season, but also, like, kind of a little refresher course on spring fishing. It might be a little bit of, what do you call it? Ooh, a little Cowan's magic sauce in the throat. Oh, I like that. I like that. We could do that. Let me move all these before they go flying all over the place, because I need this for the roosters. So we'll put this in the box so I don't lose it. And then we'll grab some fluoro fiber. I think we want to... Yeah, did I take the hackle off? No. Well, we could probably fit it. This stuff, by the way. Secret sauce. You gotta be careful how we word it. The magic throat sauce. It sounds kind of wrong, so you had it worded right. You swap that around a little bit, it gets sus real quick. What the hell are they talking about? I'm watching on the right platform? What the hell is this? Alright. Yeah, we'll do the gills with the fluoro fiber. So I think there was a new Masters of the Fly was it last night or Wednesday, I think it was? Who was it? Do you guys know? I've been so busy fly tying, and then I did the other I was working on for a while, that video for Mike Rolls Dice. I haven't watched the Brad Buzzy one. I gotta watch the Brad Buzzy one. I think it's coming out on YouTube soon. So we'll do our fluoro fiber throat here, and we're not trimming it, so it's all good. I want to wrap the other way. There we go. Except the hackle is not sitting properly. Let's retie it on there. It's kind of all wacky now that we've done the fluoro fiber. Almost, we'll see. I think there should be a large enough hackle. How's the lighting? Is it a little dark? Do I need to brighten it up on the ISO? Well, that's almost too bright. There we go. Damn, this freaking hook keeps jabbing me, dude. It's so sharp. Yeah, I kind of wish I'd used just a little bit of a longer hackle, but that's fine. We'll take another one. We'll finish it off. Yeah, the grizzly really kind of does the job, huh? Well, now is a point where we could take another color and wrap it, like a yellow. Should we continue and just finish it up to the front with grizzly? Or should we add another color, like a yellow or a olive or something? When life gives you lemons, you know. My version of a clower is Cowan's Mods with a Blanton's flash tail. So when you say Cowan's Mods, what do you mean? Are you talking about the lead wire wrapped straight grizz? Okay, straight grizz it is. You talking about with the lead wire wrapped, or what do you mean? And you're tying like V-ties and all that? Sounds good to me. Once you start putting flash tails on things, I'm always getting excited about it. And I think Blanton was talking about, like, this fly has caught so many random species around the world. It's kind of like a clouser in that regard, you know, or a deceiver. It's a very, like, in a good way, generic pattern that can just be used for just about anything, you know. Like, this fly is going to be... God damn it. Struggling there and everything. This fly is going to be used for... You know, as long as people are fly fishing, it's that good of a pattern. Same thing with like a clouser or something, you know what I mean? Alright. I was using my junky little feathers. So they weren't the ideal size, but we made it work. So the whole idea is this feather, this hackle is providing this palmered hackle is providing a collar that the water is going to hit the hackle, flow over it, and then give us some nice action in the tail material. And look, we got the marabou, we got the flash tail, so we have a nice supple material. It's going to flow over the bucktail. The bucktail is going to give us some structure to the fly and keep it, like, you know, somewhat coherent. But the fluorofiber, especially in the gills, yeah, the hot pink. Yeah, well, I was talking to Henry. It's only the hot pink has this sort of color change. I mean, I'm sure some of the other ones maybe do, but the hot pink is the one you need because they sell a couple different pinks, right? So you just got to make sure you get the hot pink fluorofiber. They're going to be like, why is there like all of a sudden a giant spike in hot pink fluorofiber? Nick Curacone, I think, is that how you say his name, right? Okay, very cool. And Henry co-hosted it. Nice. Another good interview I gotta watch then. Masters of the Fly killing it as usual. Alright, we're gonna wrap this off. And apply some head cement. It's very simple, Uwas. This is, again, like a timeless pattern. This is very similar to something like a clouser. This kind of takes stuff from like a clouser, a deceiver, and it takes like all sorts of inspiration from other flies. But Blanton's been around for like, dude, since like the 50s and stuff, you know what I mean? So he's an OG. He's like, you know, been around since Catherwood and Lefty and all these other people. Early pioneer in like tarpon fishing as well, but I think there were people doing it before him, but he was early on. My favorite is a craft fur deceiver, and I tie it like a kinky muddler. Bigger the head, the more the tail moves. Ooh, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, the flies with the big heads, there's a reason why you see a lot of flies that are more than just, you know, that are more evolved in fly tying. They generally have some sort of larger head at the front to cause that movement in the rear. You know what I mean? It's a very common feature in modern day flies because it works for a good purpose. You know, it's for a good purpose why people use that. Okay, one thing we need to do is you can either file this. What I like to do is just take a little UV resin and put a dab of UV resin on either side. We can even use the thick for this. The idea is if you ever work, you can even see it, how sharp it is right here. But this will literally, I mean, it'll scratch my thumbnail. That's how sharp it is. So, what do you call it? It's definitely not something that you want to leave, because what'll happen is it'll cut your fly line. Or not your fly line, your leader. I learned this from Chris Windrum when it came to bone fishing in particular. Like, we were tying bonefish flies for him with the bead chain, and what happens is he's like, if you have to file them. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, you got to file them or something. You got to do something to make them less sharp. And I was like, oh, because I never really worked with bead chains that much when I was young. But what you can do is you can just take some resin. And the other thing is you want to stop the little chain from falling out. The chain will, at times, stick out. Done a few variations, still enjoy it. Oh, thank you, appreciate it. This is why I stopped using thick resin, by the way. It's a pain in the ass. So I like to make sure I force the resin in there, and I'm just coating the ends of it so it's not sharp. Like so. And then we'll just hit it with the light. It's not as permanent of a solution, but I'm never, I can always file it down if I wanted to. I'm just lazy right now. I'm showing you an alternative solution you can do if you don't have files on hand and stuff. The proper way, though, is to file each one down to where they're smooth. It is a pain in the ass, I'll be honest with you. That's why I don't use these things a lot. As a commercial fly tire, that is. Because imagine having a commercially fly tie and you have to file down 200 gotcha eyes. Like, come on, dude, what are we talking about here? But you got to. It's not that hard either. It's just a pain, it's another thing you got to do. So what I'll do, I'll fish on myself like this. Just throw a little UV resin on there. It's not like I'm fishing on a boat. I'm not going to be smacking somebody's gel coat with this, you know what I mean? I'm very careful with not hitting people's boats, by the way. Or hitting my boat with a weighted fly. Nothing like taking a chunk out of somebody's gel coating with a Clouser minnow, you know what I mean? Alright. Yeah, very simple. And the flash tail is really where all the magic happens. You know what I mean? So, I'd recommend at least having it be an inch long past the rest of the material. Sometimes an inch and a half long or something like that. This is a smaller one, you know what I mean? But we could definitely tie another one slightly larger in this size. And what do you call it? Maybe a little bit of a larger profile, almost, if you will, if we use some different materials, stuff like that. Looks good though. Again, the fluorofiber, really enjoying the fluorofiber. It doesn't take much, and I think you've seen we've tied so many flies with it now, and we still have so much of it. It's a very small amount you need, so. And again, Henry swears it makes a difference. Here's the thing, even if it doesn't make a difference to the fish, if it makes us more confident in the fly, it means we're less likely to change the fly constantly. That's a big thing. That's a very important thing in fly tying and fly fishing. Being confident in your own flies. Or in the flies you're fishing with. Took me a while to learn that. You know what I mean? I was so hung up on what other people were using on as flies. And I think it probably was a day albie fishing when I was like a kid. You know, and everyone's catching fish. Or not everyone, but people are catching fish all around. I'm not. It's probably because I was not casting far enough. I wasn't stripping right, you know. I had 2 or 3 grabs when I was a kid on the fly rod from the rocks. You've seen photos of me use them in my videos. I didn't actually land one. My dad caught some on the Deadly Dicks, the lures. But I'm like, oh, what are these guys using for flies, right? And that was actually the first time I ever saw an albicore. Was some dude handed me one. He had it on his hat. And he's like, here, take this. But that's one thing I love about fly tires. You know, they always trade flies to each other, fly fishermen. But some guys like, dude, it does not matter what fly you're throwing. This guy's using this color surf candy. This guy's using a Mickelson. I'm using the albihors. This guy's using deceivers. Billy Bob's over there using this. He goes, what matters is like where you got to put it. Like you got to get ready for those albies to come. And you need to be able to cast and reach, put it right in front of them, strip it. It's about the timing and all that. So that like really changed my perspective on things. Because this was back, like I was used to, you know, like normal fishing and fly fishing at the time as well. And like, you know, somebody's catching on like a blue bomber. You're like, oh, dude, the blue bomber's killing it. That's what I need. You know what I mean? But later on, my perspective on fishing really changed when it came to colors and stuff like that. It's more so the lighter colors for the lighter times of the day. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, like the evolution. What also helped was what really changed my perspective on a lot of flies and fly tying was books that I've read. Like, what do you call it? Kenny Abrams and all that. So, like Kenny Abrams in particular drastically changed how I thought about fly fishing and fly tying when it came to striper moon and like implementing essentially trout and steelhead tactics for striper fishing. So, but it's good is like being exposed to all these different things and learning all these different techniques and flies for stripe, just in the world of striped bass flies, let alone every other type of fishing you can do with a fly rod. It makes you a better fly tyer in general and fly fisherman, because then you can do hybrid stuff. Like you don't have to just cast and strip. There are some people that will literally just cast the fly and strip it back. You know what I mean? And you can just fish like that for the rest of your life and do good. But it also helps to know how to swing the fly. It knows how to dead drift and how you can mix things up. You can do like hybrid techniques where you do different things. And like just learning how your fly reacts in different areas of the water column, and like, it really helps just to give you an understanding overall. That being said, you're never going to know everything, and you're always going to work to improve as a fly fisher or a fly tyer. So that's one of the things that makes it the most enjoyable. But anyways, I got to wash my hands because I've lead all over them. And we might just take a quick break, and I might go grab a drink here. Quick 2-minute break or something. Amazing to see how consistent and high quality a commercial tire like you can produce live. Well, I don't know if it's magazine quality, but you tie or you do anything for 20 years, you'll be okay at it. 20 plus years. So I'm sure we got some amazing fly tires in the chat, or we got some people that could build a freaking bench like a carpenter or something. You know what I mean? I'm sure all you folks are talented in many ways. I would have tied or finished with chartreuse fluorescent thread. I've got fairly murky tidal creeks. Yeah, I don't know if that makes a difference. We got bright white thread. You know what I mean? I think that's more personal, right? I guarantee you, Gene, if I have mine with white thread and yours with green thread, again, I don't think the fish will care. But if it makes you more confident, then amen, do it. Especially because you're less likely, you're going to fish it with more intent, I think is the right word. Or you're going to have less doubt, you know what I mean? So that doesn't matter as much to me. It's more so like, I'll just generally have like, I really base what I'm fishing off of how I feel. I'll like open a fly box and I'm not thinking tactically Like, okay, well, if I use this fly, this is what the bait is, this is that. I'm thinking, like, what looks good, what's, like, speaking to me right now. You know, this is the Mike Ross in me coming out. But, like, what is, like, not necessarily the best color for the exact moment, but it's like, what is catching my eye, and what am I looking at? Like, damn, I think that's gonna do it right there. That's the ticket. That's, like, how I base my entire how I pick flies nowadays. When we're albie fishing, when we're striper fishing, obviously I'm trying to match certain things, like size-wise, profiles, and bait. But a lot of it is like just straight up like emotion. I'm an emotion-based fly picker when it comes to picking my flies. I'm like, man, that looks sick. You know what I mean? Or like the lights hitting that one fly just right with the flash tail. I'm like, that's the one. That's the money. You know what I mean? So that'd be funny. We should do a skit where it's like different types of people, how they pick their flies. There's people that are like super tactile and like, you know, or like there are people that are go off the feel. You know, there are people that are the meta fly chasers that are like listening. You hear two other people, dude, I got one on the pink deceiver. You can see the guy immediately pull out his fly box and changing his flies. There's probably a couple other ones we could do. But that could be a fly tying or fly fishing skit, comedic skit right there. Is like different types of fly fishermen when it comes to picking flies, for sure. For sure. All right, chat. Oh, we just dropped frames. Hang on a sec. Mic check, mic check. Everything good? We good? We good? Ooh. The frames just completely dropped. I think we must have pissed someone off about talking about somebody. We picked the wrong category of fly. People picking flies because they are fucking with my internet right now. Damn it! My bitrate just dropped drastically. So hang with us, chat. Everything's good. Nothing got like disconnected. Yeah, the routers, everything's fine. It's got to be an internet issue. Unfortunately, it's not like immediately coming back. It's like buffering. Let me type this in my restream. Hold on. We're dropping frames. We are dropping frames. Boo! Let me get a boo! Boo! Optimum, boo! Screw you, Optimum, boo! You guys can probably hear me, which is hilarious. You could probably hear me just fine. Maybe not though at this bit rate. So normally we stream around 4,500 kilobytes per second, or around 5,000 kilobytes per second. And right now it's like around 1,700, just to give you an idea. So we're, 800, 0, damn. So it's got to be an issue. We had an issue a couple weeks ago on Optimum's end, and I don't think it's us. It's the service provider, which, man, we've been doing so good. We've been doing so good with the internet issues. Years ago, we had these same issues, so we might need to... We're going to switch to fiber anyway, so we've just been waiting to do it, but... Damn it! Okay. Well, unfortunately, this needs to get better, otherwise we can't really... Oh! No, I saw it jump, and then it went back down. Unfortunately, if this stays like this, we can't stream because it's literally just going to be a slideshow for you guys the whole time. Oh, this is so annoying. You know, Friday night, too. So I worked for Optimum for... We're just going to hang out and talk a little bit while we wait because there's nothing else we can do. But I worked for Optimum for a while for our internet service provider, and it was for a subcontracting company. I forgot the name of it, the company. I probably shouldn't even say it anyway, but... they like Optimum and like Cablevision will contract out to other companies to like go run lines, to go in homes and install cable boxes. So I was going in homes. I was like installing the cable boxes, running the wires, drilling holes, doing all this. I was about to get a truck, whatever. It didn't end up working out, but I learned from one of the dudes. We were talking to one of the customers, and he's like, "Nah, you should be good, man." He's like, "The main line is on the highway or on our main road here through town, and then this dude lives on a little side street, but the line comes off the main line, and there's only a couple houses on the side street." So the guy was explaining to him, if you were on a block where your line had to pass through hundreds of houses before it reached the next like main line or whatever, you're going to have all this traffic in between. Everybody's using the internet data. But if you're on a side street road or whatever, you're like, and there's only a couple other houses, you're getting like a straight connection to the freaking main line or whatever. The guy was explaining something like that because we had the tool we could hook up and look at the bit rate and like look up the data speed of the internet connection of the house. But so I'm sure it's something like, it seems like, especially during like peak season where my neighbors are out here that are like, they come out here for vacation on the East End and stuff on Friday nights when everyone's off, you know, or stuff like that. It seems like we're getting some issues every once in a while because probably everybody's on their computers. They're looking at their phones while they're on their computer or on their smart TVs and on their Xboxes and all this jazz. And there's houses with like freaking 50 million people living in them around here. So there's probably like so much internet data being sucked up that maybe internet, like Optimum's like doing something. I don't know. That's my hypothesis. It could just be internet. Optimum sucks. But unfortunately, it is not stabilizing at all. Yeah, like a crisp voltage. Yeah, a good way of describing it is if you have like an outlet and you have a bunch of stuff plugged into an outlet, you're going to get like a voltage drop. So I don't know if that's how that works, but the guy was explaining it in some way, shape, or form. And this is some guy that had been working forever for the cable company. So I was like, all right, I believe you. That being said, they just recently started offering fiber. So we're trying to switch to fiber. And supposedly, if we get rid of our cable, it's going to be cheaper. So, oh, it just shot up to 4,000, but now it's back down. Damn it. All right. Well, this really sucks, chat. There's nothing we can really do but either just try and wait. Restarting the stream's not going to do anything because I've done that so many times in the past. And every time, all that does is just create a bunch of VODs and screw everything up. On YouTube in particular. So, unfortunately, damn, dude, this sucks. I apologize. This is like, we're going to have to get the fiber and just suck it up. Because, unfortunately, this is like unwatchable. You know what I mean? It's going to be like an audio stream, like slideshow. So, I was just getting fired up, man. I was ready to start tying. All right. Well, that being said, I mean, we've been waiting now for like, I feel like at least 10 minutes or something like that. Dude, this sucks. All right. Well, unfortunately, we might need to take a rain check here and stream like early next week or something. Do a double stream or something. Everyone's going online to watch the Artemis landing, so the internet's overloading. Yeah, I don't know, dude. You know what? Unfortunately, our Optimum here on Long Island in the tri-state area, yeah, we've just been having issues. They've just been we used to have a chant. We would like be like, boo, and the whole chat would be like, boo Optimum, boo, because we had so many internet issues. We had them change routers, modems, change new lines. I was running tests. I was trying to diagnose things. It was such a pain in the ass. Oh, hold up. Nope, it's still fucked. Are we back? Oh, we're back. I will say it happens on Sunday. It happened on a couple Sundays on Mike Rolls Dice. It's been good on Saturdays, but I've only streamed like a handful of times. So, and this has only happened a couple times here. But chat, unfortunately, I think it completely like shit the bed just there and died. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to reconvene probably early next week at some point, and we'll stream like during the week. Because tomorrow I'm streaming on Mike Rolls Dice, and then Sunday we're recording a game for Mike Rolls Dice. So I have some people coming here. We're going to be recording. But so maybe Monday or something like that or something. I don't know. We'll probably do a stream where we tie a little, and I'll let you guys know how my fishing went, because I'm going to do some fishing. So, but chat, I apologize. We can all go boo. You can give me a boo optimum in the chat if you hear me still. And if not, what do you call it? We'll be going live in the next couple days or so. So we'll make up for this, and we'll stream again next Friday, of course. So I apologize. It is what it is. It happens some days, but there's not much we can do about it. So unfortunately, it's just flip-flop, and the internet connection's just doing this and that. So it's just for streaming for my upload. If I watch a stream, it'll be fine. So, but all right. Well, this sucks, chat. I'm going to. I will say apologies, and we will be streaming again here in the next couple of days. I'm gonna work on some videos. Don't worry, we're gonna have another video here probably coming out some point this weekend. All right. So, sorry, chat. Apologies on my end, and we're gonna try and get fiber so we don't have to deal with this again. So we're in the process of trying to set it up. So work out the whole process. So, but all right. So, chat, again, you have an awesome weekend if you still hear me. We got one fly in at least. They couldn't keep us down. Screw you, Optimum. Screw you. That being said, we're still going to use Optimum, but we're going to use fiber, so I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it won't be even more issues. Gene, thank you so much. Neves, Calvin, Jeff, Zeke, Capone, thank you so much for the resub, brother. Yumi, thank you so much for the brand new sub with the Prime. You folks are awesome. We'll see you here in the next couple days for some more Fly Time Live with some better internet, hopefully, or just less issues. And we'll have some videos soon on YouTube, all right? So, hey, Craggroll, have a great weekend, brother. All right, chat, you take it easy. Sorry for the short stream, but I'll see you guys in the next couple